you very much. Boy, oh boy, my posse right here. Give it up for them. Scream for them. Give it. Yes. My posse. They love my posse. They love my posse. Yes. Good posse. Yes. And those people over there. Those are people who get the job done. That's who they are. People who get the job done. That's who those people are. Yeah. Boy, my name is Arsenio Hall. And thank you very much. What's going on, man? Thank you for coming. I read in the papers today, Barbara Walters has signed Bryant Gumbel for an exclusive interview on March 16th, 2020. Check it out, because I love Barbara, and she's bound to introduce a new word to you. You know, so really, I'm looking forward to seeing her say Bryant. So definitely check that out. Thank you for coming, Bryant. Oh, you know something new here in L.A.? The Vons supermarkets are going to start a drive-through window, or not drive-through window. But I guess it's a drive-up window, it should be. A drive-up window. So you can get your groceries, you know, at like that Wendy's window or something, you know. Which bothers me. I don't know about y'all. This don't work for me. I like to sit in the cart. You know? Do you still sit in the cart? Anybody still sit in the cart? Yes. Oh, that's great. Who cares if your feet drag? That's so much fun. Ride through the supermarket. So I'm driving here this morning, not in the cart, in the car. And I had some thoughts. You know, these aren't necessarily jokes. These are thoughts. Things that make you say, oh, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Why do balding men have to pay full price for a haircut? Oh, hey, wait. Wait a minute. No. I said balding. You don't even have to go. Yeah. But you see these guys, and this is missing up in here, you know, and you would think and I asked the guy, and he said they charge you the regular price. You would think the barber would just say, hey, how much? Give me some change. What you got? 35 cents fine. Just give me that. Parents always criticize the music of the younger generation, rap music, rock music. They say, we don't understand the lyrics. And then they always want to take us to an opera. Right? What's the lady with the horn saying? I have no idea what you're talking about. I would rather hear, go to this one, I'd rather hear. That's what I'd rather hear. That's what I'd rather hear. You understand? The question hand is, how do I love thee? You know? But they take us to opera. And, oh, I understand this, Mom. Yeah. You ever been around somebody who stinks real bad? And, what's up with people who stink? Instead of taking a bath, they put on more cologne. Have you ever known a person like that? Don't you hate that? And they just, it's like, ooh, I need more cologne. So then they have that fragrance that's like a cross between funk and brute. You know? And you can smell them coming, boy. When you're in a... when you're in a restaurant and you're having lunch or dinner with somebody, don't you hate when they say, oh, I'll take the check, and you didn't know it? Because sometimes if we know it, we'll go to a different restaurant, you know? Because you hate to be sitting up in El Pollo Loco or something like that, you know? And they say, oh, I got this one. It's like, damn! If I didn't know you was going to pay it, I would have flown to the Summit at Harrah's in Lake Tahoe or something, you know? God! Oh, man. I was in a store, drugstore, and this is always interesting to me because, you know, tanning is a new area. I was looking at tanning lotions, and they have a tanning oil that it says 100% sunblock protection. You've seen this? And I'm thinking, who buys this? Right? Why don't you just keep your ass in the house? 100%. You don't even have to buy this. They have something for this. It's called a roof. I did something 2 days ago that I was embarrassed about when I thought about it. And I bet a lot of guys do this. When a woman touches your arm or grabs your arm, guys, do you flex? Y'all lying. Because I did it, you know, because you wanted to think you hard, you know. You don't want to think the only thing you've been curling is a biscuit and a sandwich or something. And she touched my arm, and I said, you know, she's like, oh, you muscles so hard. I was trying to hold it, you know, because she held my arm, and I'm like, because if I let go, it'd be... Guys do stupid stuff. We do everything for you all, though, in some form or another. It all comes back to y'all. We do it for you. Yes, indeed. But, yeah, we do it for y'all, but we're stupid. We're stupid. I did something one time, and I think some of you have probably done this, fellas. You ever find yourself reminding a woman about a good time way back, telling her about something, and halfway through the story, you realize you're talking to the wrong girl? You ever do that? In your mind, you say, oh, this didn't happen with her. You know what I mean? You say, oh, baby, remember that time you and your roommate, y'all was doing tequila shots, and y'all got ripped, you know, and you went and got the ice cubes and came out and... Never mind. And she looking at you like, who you been with? Magic Johnson announced that, you're clapping? You happy for him? Yeah, y'all kind of split, because I didn't expect the women to clap, because I expected to go to the next basketball game and see a lot of women walking around the phone like this. We ain't looking at you, Magic. You engaged now. I'm looking at AC. Hi, AC, like your hair. Hi, AC. You know what I mean? I expected women to be mad, and you clapped. That's good. Oh, there's still time. There's still time. But I don't know. He said he's going to marry, it was in the paper, he's going to marry a woman named Cookie Kelly. Irv, I'll believe it when I see it, okay? Cookie Kelly. You know, the interesting thing about Magic getting married is if Isaiah Thomas is the best man, who is Magic going to kiss? Kiss us off. That would be funny if he's standing with his bride and lift up her veil and say, Isaiah. You know, I love you, man. I love you. And you all right too, Cookie, but I want to kiss Isaiah. We got a good show for you, fun show. We got hot new music for you from Michael Penn. Yes. And even though you ladies are pretending that you came to see me, I know you didn't. Yes, I know you didn't. Y'all don't care about me. I just figure I might as well learn to be honest with myself, you know? You all are here to see Rob Lowe.
I'm no meteorologist, but lately I've noticed a definite warming trend. Wherever you look, people are engaged in this thermodynamic free-for, doing that spring party thing.
Cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft. Just what you need to do that spring party thing. Be on the lookout for more party details wherever you buy Miller Genuine Draft.
Just keep the snow off the suit, okay, Cha-Cha? Thank you.
If they could see delicious cruise. Come aboard a 3, 4, or 7-day cruise vacation on Carnival and see why Carnival's the most popular cruise line in the world.
A question. What brand of toothbrush do you think dentists use? Okay, Rob, show us. Oral-B. Oral-B. The toothbrush more dentists use.
It's nothing new, it's just the best. It stands out from all the rest. Some things are perfect just the way they are. The taste of chocolate when it's a Hershey bar. Oh, Hershey! Some things are perfect just the way they are. The taste of chocolate when it's Hershey. The great American chocolate bar.
At Burger King, that flame-broiled taste you've always loved is about to take a new turn to chicken. Introducing the BK Broiler. For a chicken sandwich with that flame-broiled taste, sometimes you've got to break the rules.
At Western Union, we not only invented the business of sending money, we've been perfecting it ever since. Still, you could try using someone else. You could also go clam digging in a minefield. Western Union, why even consider anyone else?
The Arsenio Hall Show is brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft. Cold filtered for real draft taste, so absence of the cold. And by Burger King. If you want to give people what they want, sometimes you've got to break the rules.
Join me tomorrow night when my guest will be Los Angeles Laker from Yugoslavia, Vlade Divac. And, yes, he's big here in L.A., and we'll introduce him to you and the rest of the country. Somebody you already know, Tom Hanks, will be here tomorrow night, so that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. My first guest is not only one of the most popular young actors in Hollywood, but he's one of the most talked about actors in Hollywood. His new movie, a psychological thriller called Bad Influence, will have everyone talking again, I'm sure. Please welcome Rob Lowe. Now, okay, let's start at the beginning.
Okay, yeah. All right.
I'm not the only one at fault. I mean, there are your Jay Leno's out there, and but I did a lot of jokes. I did a lot of Rob Lowe jokes. And when they told me you were coming, I was shocked. I'm wondering still, why are you here? You know? Because you know I was evil. I was evil.
I'm wondering the same thing myself. I said, maybe I should go. Yeah, but you know, it's like I was in the news, and you know, that's what you do. You pick up the paper and you see who's in the news, who's stepped in the mud, and who's screwed up, and you make jokes. It's part of what you do. And you know, you and I have been friends before.
Yeah.
And I figured that I'd come out.
Well, no, see, Rob and I, we used to hang out, you know.
I know, and it got kind of. Well, a little ugly.
Yeah, you know, some things happen, you know, and...
But I figured it was time to come out and, you know, bury the hatchet. It's, the question is, where am I going to bury the hatchet?
Oh, that's... In all honesty, how did it... That's a funny line. Bury the hatchet. Where am I going to bury it? Let's talk seriously. It did get crazy, and at your expense. How did you feel when you were turning on all these shows and from E.T. to the talk show hosts, everybody was having fun at Rob's expense.
Well, the thing is I didn't have anybody to blame but myself. You know, it'd be easy to sit back and go, oh, these guys are having a lot of fun at my expense. But, you know, I got myself into a situation. And, you know, when you screw up, make a mistake, you have nobody to blame but yourself. So I was angry at me more than I was angry at anybody else, because a lot of people were just doing their jobs, reporting the news. Some people went too far with it, certainly. But at the same point, it's I made a mistake, man. I have to live with it. And you have to admit it. It's part of being a man.
Yeah. When you say some people went too far, at what point did you say that to yourself, this is out of control, this is crazy?
About the time the helicopters were flying over the house and waiting outside of my driveway. No. This was the subtlest move they did. They hired a lookalike to run around outside my wall, and they hired this guy who looked like me to run into a car and act like he didn't want to hear reporters, and then the guy mooned the camera crew. And so then, you know, I don't think it ever aired, thank goodness. I think they finally, you know, drew the line. But, you know, you guys might have thought that was me, you know, and that's no fun.
What was their purpose for doing that? See, I not only knew that happened, but I know who did it, because there's a gentleman, Bill, on my staff, who's a crack journalist. He gets me all the 411. And it was Current Affair that did that. I mean, you might not want to say anything.
No, it was Current Affair, and, you know, it's funny, I went to the Knicks game the other day, and I'm sitting there with this empty seat next to me on the floor, and I'm thinking, man, this must be for the Pope. They leave an empty seat, guy comes in to sit down, and it's Maury Povich. Sitting next to me. I said, well, we are going to go round and round.
Yeah.
But I just said, you know, look, it's not you. I'm sure you're a nice guy and everything. It's just the show that I have a problem with.
What was their purpose for doing that, though? Just to make you look bad, or...?
I think anytime somebody has a certain level of success, people like to tear them down a little bit. But hey, you know, look, I blew it in a sense. So, in a way, it's deserved, and in a way, it's just like it starts feeding on itself. The thing that I didn't like about the whole thing was, I live here, and I turned on the local news one night, and I was the lead story behind Tiananmen Square and behind the McMartin preschool trial. That's just not right, you know. It's wrong.
Yeah, our priorities are a little confused in the world of journalism.
It gets a little crazy, but like I said, you know, it's a crazy business, and I got myself into it. Got to get myself out.
Yeah, let's take a commercial. Come right back with Rob.
Reincarnate.
During all this craziness that was going on, is there any particular moment that stood out most in your mind?
Well, I got a lot of support from people you wouldn't otherwise expect. One day I was jogging down at Hollywood High School out on the track there, you know, and this car slows up. This guy's kind of, you know, checking me out, and I said, oh, you know, here it is. It's either, you know, paparazzi or some religious zealot who's going to, you know, try and assassinate me or I don't know what. You know, so I'm going, whew. And the guy rolls down the window and says, hey! And I look over, and he just goes, keep your chin up, and drove off. And I didn't know this guy, and, you know... And, you know, it wasn't like he wanted to relate to... It wasn't fan or star and that kind of thing. It was, you know, human being and human being, you know, relating to one another. And it was really nice. Those moments they helped me a lot.
I'm surprised you even went to the track to run. I would think this thing would change your life and cause you to become a recluse, you know?
But what kind of person would you be if you were a recluse? I mean, that's what keeps our humanity, is meeting other people, meeting... you know, butting heads with people and sharing experiences, especially for an actor.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to play a real person. If you seclude yourself away from real people, you'd only be able to play secluded people.
So at no moment did you want to just hide out?
No, I did hide out. I mean, yeah, I hid out. You know, I couldn't leave my house. I had camera crews outside for 5 days.
Yeah.
And finally, I found a way to climb down my ravine. I did. I was like one of those coyotes. Is that a coyote, honey? No, it's Rob Lowe. Oh, fine. Shoot him. And so I'm scampering down, and I made a getaway from my house, and then I just kind of tried to live my life once it cooled down.
Yeah. There are probably a lot of people, you'd be surprised how many people don't read and have no idea what we're talking about. It goes all the way back to Atlanta. 2 women, you decided to videotape your sexual experience that night, and get ready to go.
I'm ready to talk.
That's how it all began.
No.
I don't know. You know, probably more people than we really realize have done it, have videotaped their sexual experiences, but you're a public figure. How did it all happen? What made you do it?
You know, I mean, I wish that I could give you like a really good answer. It's one of those things where, you know, it's an aberration. It's just something where you know, the next thing you go, wow, did I do that? Did I do what I did? And I think everybody goes through it on a certain level, one way or another, like we were just talking about.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. Bad judgment.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was bad judgment, a mistake, but you know, in a way, it served me well because it forced me to look at myself and to make me grow up a lot. You know, I was, 24, and I'd had a good career, and I'd worked very hard to get where I'd gotten, but I'd never faced any sort of adversity like this. I mean, and hopefully never again.
Yeah.
But it served me well in that I sunk, no pun intended, pretty low.
Yeah.
And, so, that's when you meet yourself. It's like, oh, Rob Lowe, meet Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
When it's real bad.
At what point did you learn that it went public? What were you doing? Where were you?
I was promoting the new movie Bad Influence before we had shot it in the south of France at the Cannes Film Festival.
And so you were away.
Yeah, I was out of the country.
And you were promoting the film before you even shot?
Well, you meet the foreign investors, and you talk about how good the movie's going to be, which is completely a lie because you haven't even shot the movie.
Yeah.
But that's what I was doing.
This is a perfect transition. Bad Influence. I've seen the movie, and congratulations on the critiques of the movie.
Thank you.
They handed me a bunch of stuff today, like a stack of things like this, and critics really like the movie.
Yeah. It's nice.
Bad Influence. It's about videotaping sex.
Well, no,
partially,
yeah. I mean, it plays a part, and what the media has really latched onto about it, because it is kind of the easy angle. What I do in the movie is I want to blackmail somebody, so I videotape them. And sure, it has an irony in what I've gone through. But if I didn't videotape them to record them, what would I use? I mean, that's what the FBI uses. That's what people use. I mean, you wouldn't use a sound recording. So that's really as far as it goes. It exists in our society. The technology is there, but it is an irony. There's no question.
Yeah. And this whole script existed long before this thing went public.
Yeah. It's movies are mirrors of life.
Yeah.
And sometimes art and life cross, and that's when it gets a little strange and a little weird.
Did you at any point think, now I don't think I want to do that movie, Bad Influence?
No, in fact, I thought, now I really want to do the movie Bad Influence because it is a way to channel all of my energies into something positive. Instead of sitting around worrying or kicking myself or kicking the media or kicking whoever, it was a chance to concentrate on what should be the debate, on my acting. You know, that should be the focus. And so I was real happy to have it.
Okay, we got more conversation with Rob Lowe and clips from Bad Influence, and stay tuned.
When you have to travel the straight and narrow. Milk it for all it's worth.
Excuse me. Are those Bugle Boy jeans that you're wearing?
Why, yes. They are Bugle Boy jeans.
Thank you.
I know what you're thinking. What am I doing making chicken? Well, I'm making the most delicious chicken sandwiches in the business. Wendy's whole breast chicken fillet, chicken club with bacon, and our chicken parmesan with rich tomato sauce. And muzzy, you know, that Italian cheese. So Wendy said, Dad, 3 chicken sandwiches. Wow, that's pretty radical thinking for an old-fashioned guy. I said, Wendy, that's the kind of dude I am.
Come to Wendy's for the best chicken sandwiches in the business.
Every morning it's the same old runaround. No time for breakfast. Or is there? Now I can have a delicious new Weight Watchers breakfast in no time at all, because Weight Watchers introduces 13 splendid breakfasts, like fluffy buttermilk pancakes with savory links, a tasty English muffin sandwich, a banana nut muffin. No time for breakfast? I've just run out of excuses.
Let's get into the movie a little bit. You described a little bit about the movie.
What it's about is, you know, whose morality does one live by? You know, yours or mine or God's or whose ever, and how far will you bend your morals to get what you want? If you could make a deal with the devil, would you do it? And then if you wanted to get out of it, how would you?
We have a clip. Let me ask you a question. Will you ever videotape sex again?
Oh, man! My lawyer's going, shut up. Don't answer that question.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, let's not answer that question. Bad influence.
God, I got off so easy.
You've been through enough, man. And I know I've done monologues from hell on Rob Lowe. Was I that bad?
You know what? Actually, I made sure that I didn't watch the show because I knew you were going to be dogging on me, so I just... But I heard about it anyway.
Yeah. Well, I didn't treat you like I treated Milli Vanilli.
Woo! I got off scot-free compared to that. I saw that the other night.
At least you have talent and you do your own acting. Let's talk about the clip.
Okay.
Ouch! Ow! The clip. Well, what do we have here to look at?
This is, what I get James Spader to do a lot of nasty things. I really screw up his life. He hates this guy at work, Patterson. They're up for the same job, and they hate each other. So I take Jimmy out one night. I get him really drunk, and he doesn't remember what happened to him in the morning. Last thing he remembers, we're outside of Patterson's house, who he hates. This is what happens the next morning.
Okay, clip. It's the donut, right? Okay.
Alex? What happened last night? What do you mean? The last thing I remember is we were driving around Patterson's neighborhood, and I go into the office today and find out that he got beat up. And I'm standing there in the middle of everybody with dried blood all over my hand. Did we go to Patterson's last night?
Yes. We went to Patterson's.
I mean, I didn't hit him, did I?
You didn't just hit him. You beat the out of him.
What the hell were you doing?
Holding him down.
Me and my staff went to see the movie last week, you know. Had a screening here on the Paramount lot. And the thing that worries me about this movie, in your behalf, are you worried that people will draw unpleasant parallels between you and the character?
Yeah. I don't think so. I mean, I give the audience a lot of credit for being brighter than they are. You know, that's why I try to make movies that are kind of smart, like this one. I mean, people know it's no more my life story than it is James Spader's life story, or, you know, Michael Douglas was not doing himself when he did Wall Street, when he was a great, evil, amoral villain.
Yeah.
In fact, he got the Oscar for it. So I think audiences know the difference.
Yeah. This is probably, in your mind, a very, very important film.
Very much so.
Yeah. Have you been getting, see, I don't know. I haven't talked to you in a while, man. Has it hurt you as an actor? Are you getting a lot of scripts? Or is it important that this is good so you will get scripts? How is this town treating you?
The town's been great. I mean, they've been very supportive of me. Like I said, you know, I was, you know, at dinner at the height of this, and there's a hand on my shoulder, and I hear this voice, hey, you know, just hang in there, you know, and it's Nicholson or
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, and people have been very fortunate. I mean, I've been fortunate that people have been nice, but this movie's important to me, and I hope people, I mean, on March, well, it comes out Friday, this Friday, so I mean, Friday, you know, I'm just going to be like, you know, lock myself in my closet or something, you know, I'll be so nervous, but the good thing is the movie works. It'd be a different conversation I'd be having with you if it wasn't good, you know, and also if critics weren't responding to it in such a positive way.
I've seen good stuff, man. I read good stuff this morning. How are the women treating you?
Well,
I mean, I would imagine that women come up to you now, and maybe there's some of this experience in their head, you know?
You know, it's like, what do I say? It's very, I don't know, you know? I mean, people always have their agendas, you know? Hopefully it's just like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you, whatever. But now, I mean, I'm more cautious about everybody who I meet. I still meet nice people all the time. And, you know, you can't live your life in fear, man. You can't. As an actor, you can't do it. And as a human being, you just can't live out of worry, you know?
Yeah. Let's take a commercial and come back and talk more with Rob Lowe.
Man of power. Man of passion.
You're in my blood.
Man of action. Rutger Hauer. The ancient prophecy.
Yes, it points to the future.
The forbidden love.
I want only to be yours, please.
I want her back.
Man against man fighting for a woman.
Aim for the heart! Shoot! Shoot!
Flesh and Mud, Saturday at 5 on Channel 13.
I'm afraid my story is very complicated, Harry.
He's following him for her.
What did you say?
She's following him for her. She doesn't know he's got two more hers. And he doesn't know he's supposed to be him.
What was that, Peru?
Harry?
Who is this guy?
Who's this guy?
Let's just say I'm very good at what I do.
Fooled me.
Love at large.
Ah, life.
Rated R.
Select engagements begin Friday, March 9th.
Imagine life from your carpet's point of view.
Gross.
So keep your carpet happy with floor care products from Target.
Oh, yuck.
Like the Bissell carpet machine for deep down dirt, just $89.99.
That feels good.
And the lightweight Royal Dirt Devil, only $34.99.
Did anybody remember to walk the dog?
Oh, no.
Target, right on the money.
From the sound of things, Chief Auto Parts picked a good time to have a sale. In fact, you'll find extra savings. Like Autolite spark plugs for just 64 cents each. Pennzoil motor oil for only 79 cents a quart. And Champion 700 dual terminal batteries are just $49.99 each. In fact, we have more batteries to fit more cars and trucks than anyone. But the sale ends soon, so you better get here somehow.
We will help. Pick any new S10 Blazer 2 or 4-wheel drive. We will help you own it. We will help with factory cash.
$1,000 on 2-wheel drives.
$1,000 on 4-wheel drives. Use the cash toward the down payment or put it in your pocket. We will help with deals. Deals that can help lower your payments. Just choose the model S10 Blazer you want most. Then see your Southern California Chevrolet and Geo dealer, and we will help.
In the movie, you'd say to James Spader, tell me what you want more than anything in the world. What does Rob Lowe want more than anything in the world?
That's such a God, you could answer so many different things.
Give me one.
Specific or general?
General.
Good. Okay. I want, that makes it a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds so boring, but happiness. I mean,
okay, so maybe we do have to get specific now.
Yeah,
what is happiness for Rob?
Right. Yeah. To realize my goals in being the actor that I want to be, and being the man I want to be. I mean, that's it.
When did you first know you wanted to be an actor?
Real young, man. I was like 8 or 9. I mean, you know, you play, you know, Batman or Robin or Cops and Robbers or whatever when you're a real tiny little kid, you know. I guess I never outgrew it, you know.
Yeah. I got a quote from somebody who went to high school with you.
Uh-oh, here we go.
And his quote was that, and this is strange because, I mean, you hear people scream when you walk out, and he said that you were a long-haired geek with glasses.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I had this, I had this very sort of, you know, David Cassidy hairdo, you know. I mean, I was not the big man on campus, you know. I was from Ohio, and I moved...
Ohio?
And I love Ohio, but, you know, you move from Ohio to Malibu, California, and we didn't do a whole lot of surfing back in Dayton, Ohio. So, you know, I was kind of going, what? Surfing?
Yeah. Ohio? What part of Ohio?
Dayton.
You know, I'm from Cleveland.
Dayton? You're from Cleveland?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Born and raised in Cleveland.
I'll see. And here we are.
Yeah. Yes. Let's talk about movies that you like to watch. What's your favorite movie?
See, I like really Yeah, I'm like an easygoing guy and stuff. So I think I like movies that have nothing to do with me. Like I like the Eric Roberts movie, Star 80, Bob Fosse. You know, I like, you know, the one where he's like, do you know who reads Playboy magazine? The producers of Charlie's Angels. I mean, like, it's like,
That's a great Eric Roberts, man.
Thank you, man.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, I like those kind of intense, you know, it's like the kind of acting where you just, you know, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I also read someplace where you said you were shy. And, I don't know the shy side.
Yeah, you've never seen it.
No, I've never seen the shy side. As a matter of fact, a shy man wouldn't be able to ask Fawn Hall out. And, I mean, what was Fawn like? Generally speaking.
Well, I'll tell you. See, it's funny because, you know, I'm very like kind of political, and we never agreed on anything as far as politics, so we didn't discuss a whole lot of politics all the time. But you know, people always ask what you like in women, and one of the things I say is I mean, I like somebody with a point of view. You know, it's not somebody who, when you take them out, they don't go, well, I'll just have the biscotti, and, you know, I mean, I want somebody, you know, who's coming from somewhere within themselves. And Fawn's a good example. Although I don't agree with her politics, she knows what she wants. She's very bright. You know, it was good conversation, and we had a lot to discuss. You know, butt heads a lot. It was good in a sense.
Obviously, a lot of people have forgiven you for this mistake we talked about. But I don't know if I'll ever be able to...
Here we go.
I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive you for singing with Snow White at the Oscars. What was that about, man? What was on your mind? I know what was on your mind when you videotaped it, but what was on your mind when you was opposite Snow White singing? I don't get it.
Well, you know, this year, you know, what I've decided to do. Since singing went over so well last year on the Oscars, I'm going to do a dance number, but I couldn't get Dumbo the elephant to do it with me, so we called it all off.
Have you always wanted to sing?
Well, you know, I like it. It's like one of those things, is like, you know, us white boys always want to be able to slam dunk, and that's never going to happen, so I guess I'm never going to be able to sing either.
Tom Chambers?
That's true. Well, he's a very big white boy.
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, you know, Hervé Villechaize don't dunk, but it's, you know.
But he gets by just fine without it.
Kevin McHale.
Yeah, exactly.
You mentioned Batman, and I was going to surprise you with this. I was a huge Batman freak when I was a kid, and I had a Batman suit even, and I heard that you were a Batman freak.
I have my Did your mom make yours?
No, I bought. I bought.
We gotta talk. We'll be back in a minute.
Excuse us for a minute. I bought mine, man, and I used to wear it to the store and everything.
I'm
serious. I was walking through Sears, but what I did is I had my mother send it over because I want to give it to you. This is my old Batman suit,
Get out of here.
Yes, it's the cape and the belt and everything, and that's how you look.
What?
We'll be right back with Michael Penn. This is Rob Lowe.
Hey, hustlers! I got some more party time tips for you from Extra Gold Draft. First, don't forget the extra gold. More beer taste. Extra smooth. Ask for an extra. Another tip. Never shoot pool with a guy that brings his own stick. And never ever shoot with a guy that brings his own table.
When you want more beer, ask for an extra.
Nice shot. Thanks.
It's a miracle. My family finally agreed on one cereal. Honey Bunches of Oats.
Nothing else is that taste, nothing else is that crunch. Honey Bunches of Oats, that's why we call it the best of the bunch.
No one else mixes honey roasted oats in bunches with crispy flakes of corn and wheat.
Nothing else is that taste, nothing else is that crunch. Honey Bunches of Oats, that's why we call it the best of the bunch.
With almonds, too.
In May,
Imagine a Disneyland as big as the city of San Francisco. A Disney World with a surprise around every corner. 43 square miles of tropical paradise. The spectacular Disney MGM Studios theme park. And the incredible Epcot Center. Imagine yourself here, Walt Disney World in Florida. As big as imagination gets.
I am the Colgate Wisdom Tooth, so I know biceps are not needed to fight tartar. You just need brains to buy Colgate Tartar Control. So don't brush hard, brush smart with Colgate. Colgate Tartar Control, the wise choice. I am the Colgate Wisdom Tooth. Your toothpaste should last through extra innings. So for lasting refreshment, Colgate Tartar Control. Anything else is out. Colgate Tartar Control, the wise choice.
Being his friend is risky. Being his enemy is dangerous.
This is my life. Before you do anything stupid like go to the police, I'd think it through, pal, because I've covered all bases.
A game two can play, but only one can win. Rob Lowe, James Spader, Bad Influence, rated R. Starts Friday, March 9th at a specially selected theater near you.
Travel arranged through Continental, the only airline with service to every major ski resort in Colorado and throughout the Rockies. Continental, working to be your choice.
Bad Influence, Friday. Check it out. I'll see you in 23 hours. Peace.